y'all, it's me Lauren here with Plan with Lauren, and in today's video I am going to be talking about how I goal set in my MakseLife planner. When I originally recorded this video, this information wasn't live, but I wanted to take a second, and I'm so excited to say that Wild University is in session. You guys can find out more information in the link in the description down below. To give you guys a quick run through of what Wild University is, it's an online platform and community for planners, creatives, and just people who want to get stuff done. The Wild for Planners organization, which is the same organization that puts on Go Wild every year, created this platform that is essentially it's a university, and how they have it lined out is that each month you are given a major class and a minor class, which are going to focus on topics around planning, goal setting, businesses, personal health and wellness, so many different things. And you guys can take that at your own leisure, but what you get access to as well is a vault of planner content that is constantly being updated, which has exclusive content from creators like me and so many others that is just going to dive deeper into planners and goal setting and homeschooling and so many more things. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. Like I said, there is a link in the description down below, and if you have any more questions or you want to learn more, feel free to leave me a comment or reach out to me via email or Instagram DM. First things first. Goal setting in 2020 is kind of an enigma. While I think it's been a wonderful year of figuring out what processes work the best for me, I can definitely say that my goals at the beginning of the year were pretty lofty, and now a lot of my goals are focused on the day-to-day, the week-to-week, or the month-to-month. That is okay for our goals to look different than we originally envisioned them. And even though our goals may look different than the beginning of the year, it still is important to try to set goals even if they are just really small things. One of the reasons that I love the MakseLife system is the built-in goal setting system. And if we look back into July, when I first got my planner and I looked at my compass, areas that I was really good in were physical environment, yet when it came to work and learning and it came to health and wellness, those areas really lacked. When I set my monthly goals, especially for this quarter, and this quarter will end after the month of September, those are the areas that I am really trying to focus on. One of the things that I love in the MakseLife system is that monthly we set goals in all 8 of these areas. While balance is still my 2020 word of the year, I've also found the importance of sometimes adding an extra word or adding a sentiment that will really help center the goals that I create and how I choose which goals to focus on. For example, in the past month of August, my word was self-care. Y'all heard me talk about it in my videos and in the content that I produce. I spent a lot of time figuring out what self-care meant for me in relations to morning routines, in relations to the plans that I set, and how I was showing up in different spaces. So what first I do at the beginning of every month, I take my Mildliners and I go to the beginning, let's go to the beginning of August. I will mark off what I did and what I didn't do. So when it comes to personal, I was journaling and doing gratitude. We also did weekly day nights. And let me just add, I like the little hearts here. So when I look at my goals at a high level, again, the areas that I need to work on are health and wellness and spiritual growth. As I'm setting my goals, I want all of my goals to relate to these 2 categories. How's it going to help me achieve the goal of self-care is the question that I ask myself every time I set a goal back in August. So now, since I'm working on spiritual growth and health and wellness, so I think I'm just going to call that, what do we want to call that? Maybe I'll just put wellness, if we can kind of capture it into one word. So how are all of the goals that I set in all of my areas of life? So financial, physical space, family and relationship, I am going to look at all of those through the lens of wellness and see how they can help me achieve that goal. Now, the first thing that I want to do when it comes in the health space, I am signed up for a virtual half marathon in November. And earlier, back in January, I ran my first marathon, which I was so excited about. And truthfully, I have not run a single mile since March. So It's been a long time since I've gone for a run. My big goal for when it comes to the health category is going to be to do the Couch to 5K program and to run a 5K. Additionally, I am going to reset the goal of getting on my Peloton weekly. When it comes to spiritual and personal growth, this is definitely an area that I struggle with. For this section, one of the things that I'm going to do is one of the things that I did this month, and I didn't even put it as one of my goals, but it's going to join the MakseLife book club. So they, once a month, pick a book and we all read it at the same time, and then, you know, there are prompts that people can talk about. So I'm going to put that under my personal growth. Additionally, I am going to try to once a week write in my Write the Word journal from Cultivate What Matters. Now, since I've set those first two categories, which is what I'm going to be focusing on this month, I will then move into some of the other ones. Now, when it comes to personal, I like to see what I have done in months before. I'm going to transfer over some of the same goals. So under personal, I am going to do daily journaling and gratitude. For family and relationships, that is where I'm going to move our date nights. For work and learning, I like to use this for all of my Plan with Laura stuff. Some of the big things that I want to work on are boundaries on social media. And fun and recreation is also an area that I really struggle with, because a lot of fun and recreation for me are going out and exploring and seeing new places, and we just do have to be cognizant of that with the pandemic. One of the things we've gotten really big into is hiking this summer, so I'm gonna add that I want to go hiking. I can't think of any more for fun and recreation off the top of my head. But again, as with any of my planners and whatever I'm doing, I will probably come back and start to add additional things there. Now, when I move over to the back part of the goal setting, there are two areas, financial and physical environment, that I am feeling pretty good in right now. I don't have any immediate goals that come to my mind, and I think that it's okay to also not have that. I have achieved the goals that I've wanted to this quarter for financial, so for this month, I'm actually not going to add anything. For physical environment, a lot of it in the past couple of months related to getting our space to where we wanted it to be after our move, and we are finally in a great space for that. One of the things that we have started doing is picking one room a day to do a 20-minute quick cleanup in, and so that is the only goal that I'm going to add for this space. Now I'm just going to spend a second here and make sure that all of the goals that I'm setting are going to lead or help with this idea of wellness. So as I look at all of the goals that I have here, all of them are going to deal with wellness in some way, shape, or form. Some of them, like setting boundaries with Plan with Lore, practicing gratitude, or writing cards with some of my friends, are going to be focused more on the mental aspect of wellness. Then I have some such as hiking or starting the Couch to 5K program, which are going to be dealing with physical wellness. And then I have some other ones like date nights or quick 20-minute tidy that are just going to deal with like overall happiness in my life, which deals with wellness. One of the things that I love about the MakseLife is that we're reassessing these goals weekly. As I set my weekly plans, what I will do is I will turn to this page to see what my goals are. And what I will do is make sure that when I am scheduling my week out, I am scheduling each of these things in on one of those days. I try to do that in whatever way I can with all of my goals. Take the big idea, get a little bit more specific, and then get so specific that I can then translate it onto my weekly spread. So it's something that when I'm looking at my planner, I know that I am looking forward to, and it's also helping me achieve a goal in the process. This month, I'm going to be focusing all on wellness. And let me know what you are focusing on this month, or maybe this quarter, or even more specifically this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all that I have with you. Let me know, is this a system that is appealing to you, or how do you go about the goal setting process? If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, make sure to hit that red subscribe button. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, so make sure to turn on your bell notifications so you know exactly when I drop a new video. If you're new here, I talk about all things planning, productivity, and how to use the resources that you have to plan today for a better tomorrow. As always, y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Lore, and I'll see y'all next time. Hey y'all, it's me, Lauren, here with Plan with Lore. Do I want to say that? Y'all saw my leg is moving. They're like, no. So